sides, checking the thing between each job. Well done. And then you can have a look at, hold the map high so that you're not looking down at your lap, because if you're looking down at your lap, you'll pitch down and lose height.
Yep.
So that's where you were expecting to be. Very close.
Yeah.
I think we should leave it alone for the moment. So we're quite happy with heading. Now time, we're not checking time until the railway line. So let's check position when we get there as well. So when you cross the railway line, you're expecting to see a little town called Winslow to the right of you by a mile. And the next place further on the right would be Milton Keynes. So nothing much is going to happen for 3.5 minutes. So, I think you've got time to talk to Oxford, don't you?
Alright, yeah. Open around.
He's got the pen, he's going to give you a QNH and a squawk, which we think we know already.
Yeah. It's radar, right? Yeah.
It is, yeah.
Do I say the frequency?
No, so Oxford radar, Golf Bravo Uniform Foxtrot Yankee request basic service. Just less than 10?
Yeah.
I think just less than 10. 10's a good estimate, but just less than 10.
Yeah.
So if you turn 10 right, you're parallel, but we're at halfway. So make it 20 right.
20, right. So, be 352 then.
Yeah, okay, bug it. And you would quite like to record that on your plug as well by changing that. And obviously turning onto your new heading. And pick a new thing to aim at.
What was it, 352?
Yeah. Time was good though, so we know we'll be there at 36. So we've got 36, was it?
I think it's
A bit bumpy. 15 minutes. So, guessing that's in another 5 minutes time.
Yeah.
Okay, pick a thing to aim at.
Probably that big industrial area in front of us.
Okay.
Whatever it is.
Ah, well that should become clear. We're going over quite a big town too. We'll have a look at that in a minute too.
Oh yeah.
It's certainly a bigger town than the one that we've just gone past. And look, there's lots of Milton Keynes still out to the right.
Yep.
They definitely haven't come to the end of it yet.
Yep.
So when you've got a quiet moment, you can have a look at the map and see if you think what that might be.
Let's see.
Well, we don't need to know because you've already made a heading correction, but
Yeah.
if you've got nothing better to do,
Not much. I don't know.
let's hold that up here.
Yeah. Okay.
Past that position, there's a big town left of track, so
Oh,
it's
yes.
probably that one. And then there's a big thing with an H in it that says Silverstone. There's what goes on at Silverstone.
Helicopters.
Do you know from life what goes on at Silverstone?
Racing.
Racing.
Yeah.
Well, have a look at that as you go past. British Grand Prix racing.
Yeah. They're always to turn this air off, the chance. It's really blowing into my eye.
Absolutely, yeah. Let's get rid of that.
Oh, there we go.
That Havel.
Oh, okay.
Make your head go numb,
Yeah.
particularly without any hair.
Very exposed.
Okay, so what can you see 3 minutes ahead of you?
Is that a little lake? I don't know. It's a bit of blue there.
Oh, I think that's a solar farm.
right.
I don't think that's a lake.
Yeah, solar farm.
What else can you see?
Another town.
A town, and further away,
Another town.
big town. Lots of flat white buildings. Flat white buildings equals
Oh, yeah.
industry. Industry happens at big towns, not little ones generally.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's have a little think and bring the chart out again. Probably spotted that place and that one beyond.
Yeah.
So if it's the right place, it's got a big road going around the left side of it. Silverstone to the south, tick. And it has, well, hey, it's northwest of Milton Keynes on the A5. If you can pick out a few of those things. And then you want to turn over the top of it onto new heading 162 once you've established whether it is indeed the right place.
Yep. And see a bit of the road. That's the racing track, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah.
Getting ready for the British Grand Prix. That's in 4 weeks now, 5 weeks.
That's it.
It helps with navigating.
Yeah, long.
And we've got quite a bit of wind behind us at the moment, doing 109. So obviously you're going to go a bit slower once you're southbound. So it does have a big road to the left of it, and left is northwest.
Yeah.
It does have a big town down to the northeast of it, so that's probably Northampton, and it does have Silverstone to the south of it.
Yeah.
I think you found it.
Lovely.
And we're at 13 and a half, coming up to 14 minutes, so we're going to be a teeny tiny bit early,
Yeah. A minute.
but less than a minute.
And the next is 162, so it's an hour.
So you can either go past it and then turn turn around and then start the stopwatch when you're over the top southbound, or you can come off to the side slightly. That's it, maybe turn right a bit, the last digit, and then left over the top, box out of the way.
Right.
Well done. Okay, so that was radio. Engine next. T's and P's are all in the green. Volts and amps look okay. We've got 13.8 and charging nicely. Carb heat, want to check for carb ice. Obviously that's going to exacerbate the loss of height, so I think I'd be quite tempted to add a little bit of power as well. And yes, put it to hot. Make sure that you're, again, flying towards your aiming point. Leave it in the hot for 20 or 30 seconds. You could be thinking about how far away from Milton Keynes you are, for example.
Yeah. Getting closer.
How was that? 2 miles? 3 miles at worst?
Yeah. Roughly.
I think you can put your car keys away. So direction. Not brilliant at holding the heading, but it is a bit bumpy.
Yeah.
Altitude's very good. Maybe now that's gone cold and you've regained, you probably want to bring it back again a bit, otherwise you'll end up high. Threats. Obviously we're approaching more the London area, so the airspace constraints are going to increase. You're below the 2,500 foot stub, so assuming that we don't infringe Luton, there's not too many problems with altitude. Weather, you can see that up here the weather's okay, but the showers, we're going to be approaching the weather again, need to think about those. And traffic, it's not super busy, is it? Because presumably the weather's put a few people off.
Yeah.
And I think you might want the chart to see if you're in the... And I'm going to turn it round so that it's orientated for the direction in which we're going.
Yeah. What have we got going on here then?
Should be halfway, maybe slightly closer to Milton Keynes than to Winslow, which you can probably see already, can't you?
Yeah. I keep losing my heading.
I use the rudder quite a lot. I don't think you're using it very much. Particularly if it's a bit lumpy. You saw earlier where I was just using the rudder to keep straight when my hands were busy. So you can have a look at what you're expecting to see next.
Away from the rail line.
Oh, okay, my bad.
But yeah,
Don't let me distract you from the railway line if you've not yet spotted it.
Oh, right.
You see on my side as well.
Yeah.
And where it goes.
Yeah.
So you don't just need to see the bit you're over, do you? You can see the bit further away.
And it's been about 7 minutes, so that's
Cool.
up.
On time and on track. How dull.
Sorry?
How dull being on time and on track. Anyway, looking ahead to what's going to happen next. What are you expecting next?
Alright.
Holding it up's good because you can then see whether you're descending better.
Let's see. there.
So that makes
So-
that Leighton Buzzard, that's nice, and it's got a lake to the south as well, the one that I was very careful to remove my ink from.
Yeah. So that's over there. And then we've got the whole Leighton Buzzard there, which means
And it looks like it's going to be about 3 to 4 miles off your eastern side, left-hand side.
yeah,
You could probably look for Aylesbury also.
Aylesbury 2 hours away. Oh, that's the wind turbine there.
Okay.
Probably the easiest thing
And
to
it
spot.
does look like we're going to be slightly closer to Leighton Buzzard than to Aylesbury, that looks right.
Yeah.
But even if you can't judge distance, you can make that sort of estimate quite easily. Okay, well then Tring then, what's at Tring? You see there's some water, this side of it.
Yeah.
Ah,
It's a little.
haha, I think you might have found Tring.
Oh yeah.
And it also has a road that is quite difficult to see on the chart that swings around to the south of it and then into Aylesbury.
Yeah.
So I think you could probably get rid of the chart, concentrate on flying the aeroplane,
Oh.
in the happy knowledge that you've got 14, you've got 4 minutes to run.
Lovely. Hi.
I did quite well at that. So I think you probably want to get rid of Oxford when you next have a gap in the comms and tell him that you're requesting a frequency change to Denham radio, and that's the frequency. There's a button for that, VFR.
Oh, right.
That's right.
Which. Do I need to say hello or anything, or?
No, we'll just wait until you've gone past Tring before you sign on with them, so you're not distracted. It's not a good moment to be distracted. Going a little bit fast, so you can probably throttle back a touch. My electronic contiguity is showing a helicopter in front of us, ahead, just coming over Tring, and something else 200 feet below us, not plotted, just I think that was probably too much, let's split the difference. How about that? And you saw the way I just nudged it with my hand rather than...
Yeah.
Weather ahead, you can see there's quite a heavy shower, but they're going that way, aren't they? We know it's going away from us. So even if we catch it up, we've only got a couple of minutes to kill, I think, before we can arrive back into Denham. I suspect actually by the time we get there, it will have moved out the way, and that's almost home. So, good timing. It's almost like we planned it.
Almost.
Can you see Halton? Halton is the local airfield. You see it should be south-east of Aylesbury and more west of Tring. It's grass.
Is that there?
Yeah, you can see two runways crossing each other, not quite at 90 degrees. And I think we should probably put 1016 back onto the 1 hectopascal I'm again on there, but 116 I suspect is still the Denham QNH. More to the point, it's the London QNH. We could get that by listening to the ATIS.
Pre-landing check.
A bit more rudder use with those bumps.
Yep.
So done the brakes, mixture is rich, carburetor heat is hot. with?